Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another great session where GG is just trending bullish. Wow, man, this is crazy. Like, once we broke above 134,600, it was like a clean run up. I was actually expecting it to come up and kind of like reject 135,300, but I guess it continued on moving up. Looking on the 4 hour, we're approaching another strong resistance at around, what's this, 135,900, like close to 136, man. Crazy. This thing has just been going and going and going. Okay, just gotta make sure all the systems are working. Beautiful. So yeah, I guess like a good thing would be to do just like wait for a support to be formed, because at this point there's nothing. There's nothing that's going to tell us that, okay, we're going to continue moving up. I mean, obviously we have a target at like 136 up over here, but a good idea to wait for like a support, kind of like price comes down, creates like a support, and it comes up to retest the high. I think that's something I'm going to be looking for the New York session. I did have some buy stops before I went to bed. They were above the 4-hour candle right over here, above like, 134, 700, 770. I was actually targeting this area here, but it eventually started moving pretty up. So yeah, now we're just going to wait for it to retrace and we're going to see what happens. I think the main cause was this Brexit, because every time, when they have Brexit news, it just causes price to move up. Brexit was always bullish for the pound. Let's see here. We have negative rates in toolbox. Oh, okay, this is not good. They're actually looking for negative rates over here. Could you explain your bias behind those buy stops? Yeah, so basically 134, so what we know is that 134,600 was a very, very strong resistance, right? This was held right over here on the 23rd September at New York Open. It was held again on the 24th at like after London Open. We held it again throughout Thursday and Friday. So when market opened, this is where market opened, right? Market opened above 134,600 yesterday. So it gapped up above. So once this 4-hour candle closed below, this is a 9 p.m. Eastern after Asian Open 4-hour candle, it closed below 134,600. So in my eyes, I was like, okay, you know what? Either it's going to break above 134,600 and continue bullish, or it's going to break below and then continue moving down. So I had a sell stop at like 134 even and 134,700 and 750. Like, because if we broke the high on the 4-hour, then it should continue moving up towards, 135, 300. And I mean, this was just a bonus move above this area. So it was a pretty good breakup over here. Let's see here. Oh, we got Daniel here too. Daniel's looking up. Looks like he's looking at GJ because GJ is all the way up. What's this? What interesting in this trade from my perspective is the importance of the close of the both 1-hour and 30-minute above 135,300. Let's take a look here. Oh, wow. What a trade right here at this point. So target was over here. 30-minute candle retest the zone, closing above. So your basically entry was at the break of the high right here for price to continue moving bullish. This is pretty good. How much do you place your stops, coach, for that buy stop and sell stop? It was basically like around 15, 20 pips. For the buy stop, the stop loss is below the like around on the 1-hour. Let's go over here. So it's somewhere here, like 134, 500, like around 15, 20 pips. So I'm going to do a full breakdown after this weekend, and then we'll go over all those ideas here. Let's take a look here. Extremely bullish during London session after successfully breaking above the strong resistance. Price is now trying to break through another strong resistance with the buying bias in mind. I will look for some sort of support. That's pretty good. Feel like I could have taken a trade here. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Waiting for support to be formed. Personally, I'm waiting for that as well. Like price to come down, create like some sort of a support, and then continue moving bullish. Man, this is sometimes when you wake up in the New York session and then you see massive moves happen in London and you're like, man, listen, I should only trade London session because there's so much volatility, there's so much volume, but just gotta wait over here. Oh, Joey got the same headphones. Very nice, very nice. Did you share your buy stops with your Slack group before going to bed? No, we shared the complete analysis. Like if it's buys, where can you expect price to head off to? And 134,600 were a very, very strong level. If you look on the daily over here too, we're coming up to this area here. And this is another level of a rejection here. So let's see what happens. You're bound to explore more. This would be crazy if they really reduce the rates. If they go in negative rates for the pound, man, this will be interesting because, the only other pair which has negative rates is Japan. Euro has zero interest rates, and if the pound goes in negative rates, wow. What a time to be alive. That's going to cause a lot of volatility. There's going to be a lot of volume over there because I've never seen that happen. Oh, Euro has -2 now? Okay. Haven't really paid attention to Euro. Let's take a look at gold. Gold tapped down into a support. Yeah, gold is just ranging. Gold is in a very difficult situation here. Do you think New York can correct this move up since it's negative rates? Well, they are not negative rates yet. So, correcting this whole move, there would be a couple of things we'd be looking at, right? So what can happen is that as price is moving up, it's going to create levels of support and then it's going to continue moving up. So let's say we create a minor level of support at this price at 135,780, and then if we start breaking this support, then you could say, okay, there's a possibility for price to correct this whole move up to continue moving down, which is like 30-40 pips, right? But if we create a level of support and price respects it and continues moving up, then obviously, then there's no sells. So we have to wait and see. We're approaching a strong level here at 135,600. So it's got to be very patient. Just by looking at price action right now, it just seems like it's just going to continue moving up to tap 136 and then possibly we'll see what's going to happen. Ooh, wow, your GPY also tapped exactly at that level we had from yesterday in the Asian session. Price came up, just created higher highs and higher lows on the 1 hour and then continued on. Looks like there was a lot of volume in the London session here. What does it mean when the currency have negative rates? It means they have negative rates. It's basically getting you're getting paybacks like on loans. It's like a positive interest. I'm not really well versed with the fundamentals, but that's what I think. I think fundamentals don't really affect price when you're looking at these session levels. They mostly affect price on the higher time frame levels, like your dailies and the weeklies. This was my buy in London session. Let's take a look here. Okay, this is a very well labeled chart. Consolidation range, bullish intersection, breakout 15-minute. Oh, you opened a buy right over here, close 80% here, close 10% here. Beautiful. So you played it really well based on a 30-minute time frame as it started to move up. Very nice. Thank you, Pete. Thank you for that in caps lock. It's like Pete was screaming to everybody. Yo, listen. You get charged to hold your money and no spend it. It's the government's way of saying start spending cash. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. Okay, what's this? I entered when the high was broken on the previous bearish candle. Oh, okay, right over here. Set my STP to 135,600. It was the previous support resistance. Oh, very nice. Could I have done anything different in terms of the take profit? Can't leave a runner using. Yeah, that's pretty good. No, your take profit was pretty good. Your 15-minute, I mean, if you look on the 30-minute was way better, right? Because it just broke the high and continued moving up. And now we're sitting at 15-minute time frame, 15-minute created minor support. This is going to continue on to 136 over here. This is going to continue on at this point. Let's take a look at this over here. How can interest rates be negatives? Oh, this is something really important. Let's just bookmark this. Would you have taken a buy when the candle broke above the little bearish candle on the 30-minute? Right over here? Actually, no, 30-minute was right over here. Would I have taken a buy? Yes, I would have taken a buy. But I was already in buys. So when I woke up, all I had to do was close positions and that was it. You know, of me trading like almost 4 years now, this year in 2020 has been the year where I have comfortably held positions overnight. Other than that, before that, not a chance. Never. I mean, all I would do is just wake up and see big moves happen, and I would always try to see that, okay, how can I get this? How can I get that? But man, like, you know, after 3 years, 4 years of trading, it's just started happening this year over here. Do you change your risk parameters for buy stops? Yes. Yes. Like usually if I'm going to use like, you know, like 10 lots or 7 lots, here I used 3 lots. You know, so the risk is always reduced when I'm using buy stops or like, you know, impulse entries and stuff like that. Because the idea is to lose less. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GJ. Price is inside this range zone. Okay, we're approaching another resistance here. I think, okay, yeah, so you're missing a range right over here. So maybe you want to draw a zone at this point for price to come up over here. If it closes inside the zone, I'll wait for a retest to take a buy entry with resistance of the range. What do you think? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Like right now, we're moving up towards 136. I think once we move up towards 136, we could have some sort of a retracement and then continuation. Now, this becomes, so let me just make this much more cleaner here, right? So 136 is right over here. Right here, make it a little bit more thinner. Go down to 15-minute. So this is what we got. Right? We got 136 up over here. This is like a minor resistance formed at this point. And this area is now almost like 12 pips away from where price is right now. And if we get a continuation, if price continues up towards 136, now we have this minor support form. Now, for price to correct this whole move down, it will need to break below this minor support. And then you could say, okay, like, you know what, now price is going to continue to move down. But until it doesn't break this low, we're going to continue on towards, you know, next resistance, which is basically 136.
Raja.
Glenn.
For someone just joining around 6:15ish, 6 a.m. time frame, and they see this big move up, would you say it's typically risky to take an impulsive buy upon the break of that 15-minute bearish candle?
Right here?
Because it's already pushed up. Yep, because it's already pushed up so much.
Yes. Yes. A better trade would have been this candle right here when this was about to close. This would have been here, because now once we're in the range and we got 136 right over here, so we know one thing about GJ is that it's going to continue moving. It basically continues on moving, right? So I think this was a better confirmation here when we were talking about it. Ooh, someone donated 10 euros here. Speak of natural gas, there's a big gap close at 2.13. Is it a short? I have no idea. You have to send a chart on oil and what you think and where your bias is, and then we can take a look at that. Your JPY is also in this range over here. How do I post a chart in the Gulag? Oh, perfect question. I think you need to look at the description. There's a video right over there how to post charts. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GJ 1 month chart. I believe this monthly candle can pull up all the way because we have a weekly support. Weekly support right over here. Okay. So I guess now you have to look at the smaller time frames and then see that pull up. How will that happen on the smaller time frames? Like the 4-hour or the 1 hour, or even like the daily or the weekly. Because monthly, that's a pretty broad perspective here, right? This is GU. Okay. Target number 1. Short. Oh, so you're stalking for short. Fresh bearish order block, retest of last highs, fib optimal trade entry. I think you'll need some sort of a confirmation to sell. Stop loss tight. Yeah, you'll need some sort of a bearish confirmation to sell before you sell while candle is moving up. So I think we need some more information over here. Break above 136 or retrace from 136. I think, ooh, approaching 136 over here. Pretty nasty, nasty move till 136 coming up right now. What do you think about this GU trade? Oh, oh. Say something. You're about to say something.
Oh, I was, but I didn't want to. I don't know. I wanted to let you finish first.
Man, you guys caught this whole move from the bottom. I saw your stories.
Dude, I had a like the strongest feeling ever. We were gonna just rock it up, you know, and dude, it was just massive. I just had a feeling GJ was gonna be like, you know what, today's that day.
And these big moves, they always happen at London session.
That's
all
crazy,
the time,
bro.
London
I was
session.
really hoping for an actual retracement, so that way we can buy all the way to 136. But you know, we didn't get it. So
No, I think the London session is like the launch pad for the pound pairs. Comes to a launch pad and boom, straight up.
I'm telling you, bro. There's, you know, me. You know, I've always traded really mostly the New York session, almost my whole entire trading career, and you know, I'm still kind of like, you know, getting my body used to trading just the London session only now, because I've always traded in New York, like I said, like my whole entire trading career. And dude, like, it's wow. I'm so actually, like, I feel like this is my session. You know what I mean?
The wow factor trading GG in London session is different.
Dude, it's just, man. Wow. GJ during London, let me tell you.
London session, many occasions, is also just the pullback for the move to continue if it's a trend of multiple days already. Yeah, you know, if you just think about GJ right now, currently we are approaching a very strong rejection area on the 4-hour especially. This is where price couldn't break above 136 back on the 17th September, and then moving on towards 18 in London session, we rejected this area. So we're back at this area again now. So it's very important, if someone is looking for sells, it's really important that you wait for some sort of a bearish confirmation. A bearish confirmation is going to be some sort of a bearish candle forming at this point. I think a better sell is going to be below 135,800. Because that's a minor support form right over here. If we get a rejection from up there and then we form some sort of a rejection over here, then obviously we're going to continue up to retest the high. But if not, if we break below this area, I think there's a very high probability in the New York session we can correct this move coming down towards that. I think like at least 135,500. You could correct this move coming down. So it's really important to wait. If anyone would like to look, all right, let's take a look over here. This is original entry I would to take, however, felt more impulsive, decided not to, trying to teach myself to take trades with good confirmation. That's a good idea. Mini resistance form, this is a 15-minute time frame, closed bullish with anticipation to 136. Entered once the high was broken at this point, took 80% at 600, a runner stopped as trailed on the 5 minutes, okay. And then continue up towards 136. We can see Magic Keys has a happy face there. When you win a trade, Magic Keys has a happy face. When you lose a trade, Magic Keys still has a happy face. Ooh, look at that, Danny Savage with the Magic Keys. Oh, hello there. Did you take the GJ buys today? Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Is that a kid?
Man, who, I mean, come on, Mac.
I'm asking, bro, you know.
Oh.
All right, let's do this here. Can you please answer my question? Okay, let's answer this question here. The gulag, man, they're so demanding over there. Can you please answer my question? How do we know if we should target these wicks as a potential wick fill or as a threat to the uptrend, and be careful while taking buys in that area? Well, the first way we know this is because this is where the candle's rejected before. So if the candle's rejected before over here, then there's a probability that we may reject this again. That's the beauty of trading. That once price is approaching a level which has been rejected from, like, let's say a high time frame, like let's say your 4-hour time frame or like your daily time frame, then there's a high probability price will reject that area again. Now, once price reaches that rejection area, I think it's a very bad idea that someone starts taking sells at that point, because you need actual confirmations. Now, someone can take a sell at this point for price to come down over here and break this down over there, and they can say, okay, hey, like, you know what, I'm the best. I took these sells at the wick, but that's all well and good. But for the long term, I think it's very important for well, at least for me, to wait for a confirmation to break this minor support and then take a sell and then have like a happy sell going all the way down towards 135, 500 at least. It's going to be like 27, 28 pips.
I don't know. My opinion, I feel like we break 136. Man, I feel like there's no stopping us until at least 136,500, man.
136,500.
400.
Oh yeah, all the way up over here.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But look at this move, man. Like the start of the day, this daily candle is like 160 pips. Average daily candles is like max I've seen is like 250 max. But this one, man, yeah, I don't know. Like if it breaks 136, it's off. I think it's going to leave a big wick because that's a pretty big daily candle. Let's take a look over here.
I mean, last week, Monday, we had a big drop down as well.
It was on the 18th. No,
Yeah.
It was right here on the 21st. It's like 150 pips big over here too. This one's also the same.
Well, that move got corrected.
Yeah, the whole thing. The games start over here now. This is where the games start for me here now. Man, you need a Savage's neon light over there. I'll send you one on your birthday.
Dude, go for it, man. It's sponsored by Roger.
It's gonna come with a sponsored by Raja Banks light as well. You can put that up too. Raja, how to draw support resistance so that it respects it good? Well, that's you just need to look left. You look left. Price comes up, you look left. You look left, you're like, oh, okay. We have a rejection over here. There's a high probability to have a rejection over here, and then boom, perfect. You get the rejection over here. If you find a solid confirmation for a trade today, will you risk more than what you did from the buy stop? No, probably not, because I had 3 lots running and they ran for about like 80 pips, 70 pips. So I'm probably not going to risk a lot. I'm probably going to risk part of those profits, and we'll see if you get a move here or not. Hey, would you please take a look at this GU trade I took? What could I have done better? All right, let's take a look at this chart here first. By David Omufanmiola. Let's take a look here. Oh, no labeling, no text, but looks like there was a buy taken once we broke above the highs over here, once this resistance was formed. I think this buy was like 20 pips away from my buys. My buys was somewhere down over here, like 134, 700. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. This was the day where you leave a runner. If you leave a runner running, trailing underneath the 30-minute candles, wow, crazy. I think the simulation we did on Saturday, there we had runners running below the 30-minute candles.
I'm just still upset I didn't take an impulse entry once we broke 135, 350.
Oh yeah, that would have been a nice add-on over here.
I think overall GU had a better setup because he had a clean 1 hour break and retest, while GJ didn't go prior to the resistance. And it did like 150, I think. See?
What's it right over here?
Yeah. So I got in right here. On this one right here.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that thing ran a lot. Ooh, what's this? This is...
Oh my god, bro. That's crazy. I actually got in buys on GU and I got stopped out by 2 pips and it shot up.
For real? Before the retest?
No, yeah, it literally stopped me out 2 pips and it flew.
Oh, wow, that retest was like so short. It was like literally like 4 pips only.
Well, I had a 7 pip stop loss, which was kind of stupid. But if I would have had a 10 pip stop loss, it would have been Gucci.
Yeah, for real. Like literally the previous 15-minute, you would have been so good.
Yeah, 7 pip is pretty tight. It's super, super small.
Yeah, somebody is asking on the Gula. Yeah, on GU.
Man, every pip counts, guys. Every pip counts.
Can take a sell if price from resistance and breaking the low of previous candle at the higher time frame resistance. However, bullish. Yeah, man, it's pretty bullish. Really, really bullish. So expecting it to come up towards 136.200 as well. Yeah, I think for me, a really good scenario is going to be if we break below 135.800, possibly can take a sell for price to correct this move up. Possibly can take a sell. Because I was looking at the news over here. You know, when they were talking about Brexit, they haven't really came to a concrete decision. So every time when you have Brexit news, what happens is that you have a big giant push bullish, and normally if it's just someone like talking about it or someone like sharing their ideas, that basically creates like a shock move into the market, which is why we see these strong moves up, and then usually that move up is being followed by a correction. So that's something I'm going to be potentially looking for over here later on. What's this? Thoughts on this US 30 trade? Let's take a look here. Actually, let's take a look at pre-markets here first. Pre-markets are, Dow surge. Oh, wow, man, positive. Look at this. 300 points, 365 points, 189 points. What's going on over there in the oh, it is really bullish. We're reaching a resistance over here. There's another resistance right over here at this point. This is a 4-hour chart. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. Yeah, it's trending. It's trending bullish over here. Now we're going to take a look at this US 30 chart someone sent. If we can find it. Could be positive Brexit news this week as we get closer to trade deal. You know what? there's a tsunami coming soon in the markets here. A big, big, big tsunami because the pound is approaching a trade deal with the Brexit. They're looking at negative rates now. We have elections in November. And yeah, man, there's some crazy things happening here soon. There was another thing that I'm missing right now. There was another thing that was also, oh yeah, phase two. The virus phase two is also going to come around. So we have some very, very volatile conditions approaching. I think December is going to be the most volatile month ever I've ever seen. It's going to be very interesting.
All
What?
we need is a zombie apocalypse, bro, and that will end the year nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Why don't you use Islamic account? Because I have no need to use Islamic account. Your JPY is approaching. See how it's really important to wait at this point. Just waiting. Waiting for price to move. Because right now we had a huge move during London session. And now whenever we have a big move, price will just relax. It will take a breather. It will take a rest. And then it will decide and give us some opportunity for where it's going to go. Why do I keep missing these type of moves? The best thing to do whenever you're missing this type of move, the best thing for you to do is to look over this move and see that how could you have caught this move, like, you know, or like how could you have, where could you have placed a stop loss or no, like a buy stop or sell stop to catch this move. That's what you need to look at. And then you need to watch it happen a couple times. I used to miss these moves all the time. And this is the year where I've been catching, you know, these moves overnight by placing like buy stops and like, you know, like going back to those ideas which I was missing. So it's really important to look at the charts and see that how could you have caught this move, and then see it happen over and over and over again, and one day you're going to start to execute on that. And it's a beautiful thing. It only comes with time. You know, there's like no set method, no set strategy to know exactly when to take the buys. Did I catch some buys? Yeah, I had buy stops.
I entered a buy at the break of 136.
Oh, beautiful. This is Euro AUD, strong bearish close, candle close and under candles, clean traffic. Oh, very nice. Coming down over here. You know, that's a pretty risky buy above 136.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty risky. I would actually want to see some sort of a retest happening at 136 for price to continue moving up.
Oops.
It's risky because, you know, price is just trending up. We're at a very strong resistance at 136. Obviously, like, you know, like if you take a buy, there are chances price can continue moving up, but it's just extremely risky. So I'd rather wait for a retest than to take this impulsive buy to continue up.
I'm just going for 10 pips quick.
Hey, would you please take a look at this cTrader took? What could I have done better? I think, let's see here. Took a trade on this 30-minute candle as it closed bullish, closed 50%, Closed all when this came down. Oh yeah, it got stopped out right here. I think what could you have done better is to start to look at how could you have given your trade a second chance. Because obviously, price came down, broke below the low. This one broke below the low too. So you have to look to see how you could have given the trade a second chance for it to continue moving up. What was your reaction when you woke up to seeing those gains? Actually, I expected price to come up towards, I would say, like 135, 400, 135, 500. But seeing it coming up towards, like 70, 80 pips, I was actually shocked. Because I didn't really expect that to happen overnight. I expected that to happen maybe during the NY session, but I guess it just moved up really fast.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Well, it's bullish. It's gonna be suspicious, man.
Yeah, no, I closed.
Oh, come on. The 5-minute
Yeah,
candle's
'cause
closing up over here, man. You could have
no,
got
'cause
10 pips.
This last 1 minute is, with the shocking, like, I don't know if it's gonna pull back or up. If it closes above, yeah, like, oh, it did. Nice. So maybe when the pullback, I'll probably get in again, but
When,
I'm
so-
definitely.
when someone talks about 1 minute, I know the anxiety is super high at that point.
Yes, like, when that 15 minutes about to close and you're on the 14-minute mark, and you're like, oh.
Some dude's like, when you hear that the MT4 position closes right after Roger says that's risky.
Hey, do you believe in prop trading? What's your take on Audacity Capital Company? That's the first time I'm hearing that name, so I have no take on that. What type of questions should I be asking myself when in a trade? That's a beautiful question. I think the first thing you should ask yourself is your risk in check? Like the trade you have open, is your risk based on what you're comfortable with? Second question is, what's your target? Third question is, how are you going to manage your trade? Managing trade is really, really important. How are you going to manage the trade when you go in drawdown? How are you going to manage the trade when you go in profits? I think managing trades when you're in drawdown is the most important part because that's where you're really, really keeping your losses small. Please have Daniel Savage read these comments here. I think from most of those comments, you guys are probably going to get roasted. But things some people ask.
What? Why do people want to ask me stuff? I'm just here to hang out.
Let's take a look at this chart over here. Oh, so much text over here. What's this? GJ 15 minute. Took a buy once price closed above the previous wick and closed above resistance. Beautiful. That over here. Stops were below the previous candle. Oh, nice, man. Very nice. I said this was actually pretty nice because the stop was below the previous candle. Let's take a look over here on the 15 minute. Yeah, it was right over here. So you took a buy right at this point. Hey, I was the kid that came on your live Insta and showed everyone the strategy I've been using. It worked again today and could have used it to catch this entire move. Oh, nice. Can we enter the trade when it crosses the high of the previous 15-minute candle? Well, you can enter whatever you want. You can enter right now. You can enter later on. But I think a better move for buys would be if we create a support and then we can continue up to retest the high, because all price is doing right now is creating a high. Whenever price is moving up, it's always creating a high. So you have a high being created at this point right over here, right? A good optimal move is going to be like, in the New York session, if price can come down, respect this area of support, and then continue moving up to retest this high. That's going to be an optimal move. But if we get a break below 135,800, then there's a high probability for price to correct this move and continue moving down. So these are the two scenarios I'm looking at. So I'm looking at sells and I'm looking at buys at the same time. So we'll see how it plays out as we move towards NY Open and NYC Open.
Telling you, man. 136, 400. I feel it. I smell it.
What'd you say? 136 what?
I mean, I feel like if we were to break above 13600 and continue trading above 13600, I feel like 136,400 would be reasonable targets.
Right? So you're basically waiting for like a retest down here and then continue up. All right. Yo, how come when you went to New York, you didn't want to come chill with the Mac? You're an ass.
Language.
Yeah, sorry.
Man, I think you guys would make a good, podcast, man. Used to.
Who, me and Danny? Nah.
Yeah. That's the match made in heaven, man.
Yeah, no, I will never get along with this guy.
Hey, Raja, somebody in the comments says, can we have Daniel Savage as a special guest on Friday? What?
What about Monday?
I'm here right now.
Is it right now? Oh man, it's a Monday, special Monday here today. Come on.
I'm gonna go on the good like full control Fidel Castro right now. Start banning people. Mac keeps the stream alive. No, I'm just moderating.
How about selling when the 15-minute candle closes below the bull candle? Well, where are you going to sell this off to? Are you going to sell this down like 4 pips? No. You need a break and close below 135,800 so you can get a better move coming down. But if we start rejecting anywhere over here, and Daniel might be right too. But for that, we need a break and close above 136, especially on the higher time frame, the 30-minute time frame. See, the more the candles come up over here and they leave a wick beyond 136, the more it shows us that, okay, this is a very strong level because price is coming up, leaving a wick over there, coming back in the range. So yeah, it's a pretty strong level over there. This is my best trade which I have taken it because the knowledge you gave to us. Please take a look at my chart. Is my new stop loss in a good place for the swing trade? Ooh, it's a swing trade over here. Enter the buy when candle broke resistance, anticipated the London push over here. Price went to DD, entered another position over here at this point. Okay, you just place your stop loss right over here. This is my stop loss now in the 30-minute time frame. I think it's pretty good. I think it's really, really good at this point, having a stop loss here. Your TP is at 137, 138 based on the weekly. I think I was actually looking at the weekly here. So let's take a look at GJ right here. Go towards the weekly and remove all drawing. Let's talk about the monthly here first too, right? So when we're looking at the monthly candle, this September month here rejected 142, right? It rejected 142 and it came down below. So now when we talk about April, May, and June, this is the support that we were creating, right? So March came all the way down, rejected here. April formed bullish, support formed. May was bearish, okay? Once May was bearish, we had a resistance formed on the monthly candle right over here, right? June went all the way up towards 140 and rejected back down. July closed above. August went further up. Now September came down. Now last night when I was looking at this candle, the monthly candle, I was like, okay, like, you know what? We had a resistance formed at this level 135, 200 area. And if monthly candle stays below this area, this big move up could be like a big fake out. And then we could get to this support and continue moving down on the monthly time frame. But since the monthly candles are going to close in about how many days? This is the 28, 29, 30, 2 days. It's going to be interesting to see where the monthly candle closes, because if we close above 135-ish area here, then we could have the next candle continue to move up, because this is a level of resistance here on the monthly candle. Let's take a look on the weekly here now. Weekly tells us a little bit different story, and the story that weekly tells us is that once this weekly candle broke the high of the previous weekly candle, that just basically meant we're going to continue moving up, which was also the high at around 135, 300, 135, 200 here. So looking at the daily now, daily is approaching this very, very strong resistance area. 136. Yes, sir. It's a very, very strong area over here. Let's make it a little bit more thinner. Make it more streamlined. We have a minor support forming at 135,800. Hey, when you think is it good to leave the 9-to-5 job, of course with good results in trading and a consistency results that can pay the lifestyle bills, etc. I think a really good time to leave your job is going to be once you realize that most of your bills are getting paid from withdrawals you're getting. And sometimes what people do is they want to get all those bills being paid by the next month or 2 months. But the thing is, you have to pace yourself, right? Whenever you're coming into trading, you're coming in for one reason, and that reason is financial independence, right? Now, the way you get towards that is to really start breaking down your bills per month. Like let's say, let's take me for example, right? My bills per month are around like $4,800 to $5,200. This I know that's coming out of my bank 100%. So if I'm a new trader, what I'm going to focus on is I'm going to say that okay, my bills are 5,200. How can I break those bills down on different portions? Like you have your car insurance, your car payment, your electricity bill, phone bill, your home internet bill, your gas bill, stuff like that. So you're breaking them down. And then you're saying that, okay, how big is my account? If your account is, let's say, like $1,000, $2,000, then you're trying to say that, okay, what bill can I pay from my account? If my account is at 2,000, what bill can I allocate towards my trading profits? Maybe let's say if I'm making $300 a month from trading or like $200 a month from trading, then okay, maybe I can put like $100 towards one bill. And once you start to do that, slowly now you're allocating your small profits towards some bills, and before you know it, you got your electricity bill, you got your home phone bill, you got your internet bill, and man, listen, then a point comes in like 6-7 months, you start withdrawing $1,500, $2,000. When you start withdrawing those amounts, like $2,000 a month from trading, you start to look at that and say, hey man, like now I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, because now I'm withdrawing 2,000, maybe I can put a portion of that towards my rent. And like our biggest bills are like what? Like our mortgage or our rent, right? So once our rent and mortgage is being paid from Forex, the job you have on the side, man, all that money is going in savings. Right? All that money is going in savings. You're not using that at all because you're getting profits from Forex. And this does not take a month, does not take 2 months. It takes like 6-7 months of planning. Because man, listen, we have a lot of people here who do really well in trading. They withdraw profits, and I can tell you this, like once you really start taking this seriously, man, this has the ability to change everything for you. Changes everything. It changes the whole reality. Like how, I don't know, like once you start to get consistency, once you start to get withdrawals on a consistent level, things just start changing. It just changed. Like the whole reality of how money's made, like what type of work you're putting in, all that completely changed. Everything I knew about, like the difference between hard and smart work, I started to understood that.
Breaking the law of the 15, so
yeah, it's pretty good. It's coming down to this point here. If we break below here, we're gonna correct this move up. So I think that's something I'm gonna look for over here. let's take a look at this chart here. This is, oh, price close above box, go long. Once price broke above, take profit here, take profit here. Oh, it looks like price was watching your charts here. Price watched your charts, and this side will go exactly where his levels are. Beautiful. All right. What's your opinion on IM Academy? I think, I don't know, man. Like, if you want to go with IM Academy, go ahead with IM Academy. You know, if you want to start recruiting people, you can go ahead and start recruiting people. You know what? To be honest, people who work in multi-level marketing or who work with IML or IM Academy, this is their slogan, right? Listen to this. Listen to this. Their slogan is that once you're in the academy, you're going to have independence of time. You can do whatever you want. You can travel wherever you want. But the reality is, man, all these leaders working in IML and IM Academy, man, they work harder than us. You know, they're constantly on the grind. They're constantly doing these meetups and meetings. They're constantly mentoring people. They're constantly building up their team. So they have no time, man. They have no time. Because if they take time to themselves, their downline is just going to fall off. You know, so I don't know. I think we have the most time in the world. Like, come on, we come to trade at like 6:30. I stay here till like 9, and then I'm done. I can do whatever I want after that. If I was in IML, man, I'd be busy. Holy.
We have to draw like at least 100 harmonic patterns in there.
Man, not even that. Like making sure that people are under us paying $200 a month. Just making sure of that, holy, that's a lot of, I don't know, man, that's a lot of work. And I'm not ready.
Yeah. And to be honest, I did it a lot in the past. At one point, I had a company that had 16,000 people in my team.
Oh,
and
wow.
Man, let me tell you, it's a lot of headaches. A lot of headaches.
So
16,000.
Yeah, 16,000, yeah.
So I have this great business opportunity for you today.
And it was the fake
Not even, bro, because like
kind of thing,
I feel like in IM or IML, whatever you guys want to call it, there's different like levels to it. You know what I mean? There are people that are like everybody markets it so different. You know, you have that one group that markets it like super sophisticated. We can help you provide financial freedom. You know, get you the dream you wanna live. And then there's like that really ghetto side that comes out,
right?
And it's like,
making fun on ATM.
you tired of being a broke boy? You know, join my team, and it's just like really funny, bro. Like, it gets really funny. Like I joined this dude's live one time. Somebody sent me on my Instagram. Like I was checking DMs and like I got like this random pop up, and it's like join this guy's live, and like this dude was like he was just going crazy, like screaming, like trying to get people to like join his team. He was like, man, y'all broke as hell, man. Join my team, man. Like, we all eating over here, and he had like, I think it was like $200 and like 5s and like 10s and 20s and shit, and he was. And he was just like flexing with his friend had like $40, and it was just so funny. It was like super funny. It was like, what the hell? it just be funny, bro.
It is. There's a new one out there, a new company out there called I'm not gonna mention it, but it's just a copycat of IML, and they're just doing the same thing over and over. So just like they try to recruit you on, Forex is cool and you're gonna learn Forex, but they don't teach you Forex. They just teach you how to recruit, just like, yes.
So I have a question about IMO.
Okay, go ahead.
When you join, right, does that person have to stay signed up in order for you to make money off of them? Or like the minute they join, it's like you get that residual that they speak so highly of?
No, there's no residual in. Residual is a revenue that's going to be coming back like every month or every week, whatever what happened. There's no such residual in MLM because it's all based on subscription, right? So basically, as soon as that new reps comes in, yes, you can get a bonus. But after that, if you cancel the next month, you're getting shit off. So yeah, so you're always on the edge and try to keep your people happy and excited, and so it's all about that. It's just like positive down, negative up, positive down, and that's you trying to.
Rakeel, can you hear better with that?
And I think, do they give me better phone calls like Roger, where I can get phone calls with money on my ear?
Yeah, I'm getting a GJ call right now. GJ's Bank of England is sending me a call right now. Okay. We'll wait.
Looking kind of suspect over there.
Yeah.
A, do you want to enter with a sell stop or how? So right now we're coming up and this candle is about to break the highs over here at 136 on the 15-minute time frame. Looking on the 30-minute time frame, this candle is also coming bullish. 1 hour candle is also continuing bullish over here. So this is a very interesting area now, because if we break above 136 or if we break above these highs and 15-minute candle closes above this area, then we're gonna continue here bullish. At least till, let's see over here. So let's take a look left.
Oh my God, it's flying.
We're breaking. Oh yeah, 136, 150, no doubt.
Oh, I think I'm gonna take a buy here.
Yeah, I'll take a buy already.
Stops at like 135, 900.
Yeah, I think you guys will get this.
Here.
Above here, it's got a nice 10, 11 pip range, probably like 15 to like 136, 200. Oh, boom.
Oh, nice, baby. Let's get it. Well, what's your TP, Danny?
I'm swinging this one, to be honest. 136, 400. I mentioned it earlier.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Man, look at that move.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh my God, baby.
Yo, this thing is flying on my damn screen right now, bro.
Baby, this is
I don't even
know.
Bro, stop playing.
Stop playing with a game, boy. Bring that out.
Hey, relax, man. Relax over there.
I was taking a video.
Make a video. That's the ghetto side of
Mac.
Easy Bank of England. Never disappointing.
I rather, honestly.
Man, these are the little moves we live for, like small volume-based moves, and that's it.
Yeah, 24 pips already. Everybody say hi to Zoom. Yo, buddy.
Mac, you see how this was a risky buy you took here earlier?
Yeah, but it worked out though.
No, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. The candle went bearish. You have to accept your mistakes, man. That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a better buy once it broke the high over here. When Daniel said taking a buy, I'm like, okay, then buy. Boom.
Oh no.
Yeah, because support formed on that 30 minutes basically.
When withdrawing funds from Forex, is it best to deposit funds to a bank account, or do you have to open a business account, deposit funds into that? That depends on how you want it to be structured. You know, you could have it deposit to your personal account or to your business bank account.
It's a good video.
Right, let's take a look at this here. This is monthly time frame. Looking at monthly time frame, I think that price can go further down to test that support if this monthly candle closes with a wick, push below. Yeah, I think it's good. I think we'll have to wait to see how the monthly candle closes, and then we can see where the next monthly can go. So it's pretty good. Wow, man. No chill. No chill, GJ. One thing is for sure. There was no selling confirmation here at all. If someone was in a sell, I don't know how you saw that sell, but it was just straight buys here. You didn't enter because you were waiting for the 15-minute confirmation. No, I didn't enter because I already had a buy from last night. So I didn't want to, like, overtrade a little bit on a Monday. Or I'd say get greedy on a Monday.
Hey, Gurus, I had a question.
What
Do you
up,
guys
B?
think we're gonna see a retracement around 8 o'clock before we get a continuation to like 137, 138?
I don't even think we're even getting retracement anytime soon, brother.
Ethan.
Yes, like we can anticipate it, right? We can anticipate it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then
Okay.
it is what it is. Because like basically you would expect price to come down and create some sort of level of support at 136 and to go up. Because like whenever price is trending, we're obviously looking at the best case scenarios, right? So in this situation, like if we missed these buys above 136.020, I think the best situation is going to be for price to create a level of support over here and then to continue moving up. That's going to be in the best case scenario. But the same thing that we were looking for right over here for price to come down to create a support. But now when you're taking buys in trends, there are two types of buys you're going to get, right? One type of buy is going to be when price creates a support. The second type of buy is going to be when there's almost like a no support form, but then you get an impulse entry above like a high it makes. So getting good at the second type of buys, that takes a lot of practice and experience. But actually waiting for a support to be formed, that's actually the better case scenario for buys. That's how I see it, basically.
So basically 135, 870 would have been a better time to take a buy instead of us taking that impulse at 136. Risky. Okay.
Impulse, I'd say, would have been better because there was no concrete support formed here.
Copy.
Because this candle just moved up, and when it broke the high, then you're like, oh yeah, support has been formed.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Does anyone know how much money it takes to move market by 1 pip? I think millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Somebody told me it was 1 billion.
Yeah, it's 1 billion.
1 billion, right?
Yeah, I think if the entire gulag takes one position at the same time, I think we can move the market. We can probably all move the market. Everyone take a bound, GJ.
Crazy. Yo, that's insane, bro. Like, I'm up 4%, like, from like this whole entire London New York crossover. That's crazy.
Damn, I'm happy for you, man.
On a freaking Monday, bro. Anyways, I came here to use you guys to make money, so now I'm gonna leave. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be back.
All right, man. With the proper support formed, then it's better to buy at support rather than impulse entry. Yes, like if you're new, I don't think you should be using impulse entries. If you're new, you should be waiting for supports to be formed. And that takes a long time to wait for a price to form the way you want it to form. So it takes time. But impulse entries, they're pretty difficult and it requires a lot of experience here. So with 10 lots or 1,000 lots, you can move for 1 pip? No, you can't. Ooh, someone's broker froze. Ooh, what broker are you with? cTrader. Well, I guess there's something to ask cTrader then. What's going on there? Okay, let's take a look at this chart. Oh, okay. 4-hour resistance broken. Retested zone, create support, enter a close over here, and target was right over here, and it can continue on moving. Looks like GJ broke cTrader. Yeah, seems like it. Or just restart your MetaTrader. Do you trade AUDJPY? No, I don't trade AUDJPY because the only reason is because both currencies are closed at this time of the day, so I can't trade AUDJPY. Hey, Raja, I took 10 pips out of this trade. I'm out of this. Got 1% for this trade. Thank you guys so much. Vixen Lie, Daniel Savage, and Mac.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I think yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna close already.
Okay. Yeah, I think for the amount of time I trade, the time that I'm actually in a position is maybe like 15 minutes, 20 minutes maximum. Get ready, lads. Going down now, 100%. I don't know about that. I think you need some more confirmation for price to continue down. But listen, if anyone's trying to overtrade here today, overtrade or over risk, just stop it right now. Stop it right now. If you took a loss and you're trying to take a second trade to make up for that loss, you better stop it right now. Because it's the Monday, and the worst thing that's going to happen to you on a Monday is that you're going to lose more than what you expected to lose. So just stop. Is it too late to buy GJ? Yes, it's too late to buy GJ. It's too late to buy GJ right now. Look at this 30-minute candle, man. It's still open right now. You got New York open coming on soon, so you have to wait. You have to wait. If we get a close above 136 on the 30-minute, I think if we form a support, we can continue to move up to retest 136.200. I think that's going to be a pretty good trade. But if we close back below 136, then we could possibly look for sells below 135.800. So there's a lot of waiting involved in trading. Man, you think you have to wait for your significant other to get ready before you guys head out? Oof. Imagine waiting over here. This is an even long wait. So use your real life as practice. Waiting practice. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This chart is... Oh, okay, gold, 30-minute chart. Man, I think I need a new 4K monitor today. Okay. If candles keep forming lower lows and support is broken, we look for an entry at NY Open to 1842. We're ranging right now on gold. I have a gold analysis here. If you like it. This is, oh, gold is actually breaking above over here now at 1861. So if we break above here on the 4-hour, there's a very high probability price will continue moving up. So now, as we're moving up towards the 1-hour candles here, this is an area of consolidation. Here to the left-hand side. And if we break down to the 30-minute time frame, we will see some more information here, right? So as price continues up, you look left, you see there was a consolidation here. And once we break above 1865, you actually have a clean room going up towards 1870. So I think a better idea would be to wait for gold to break above, 1865. Provided price stays above 136, would you consider an hourly wick fill a legitimate and reasonable trade to take? Yes, I think so. That's something where I'm going to be executing on if we get a close above 136. So got what, 12 minutes left here? Got 12 minutes to wait, and then we'll see what happens. What do you think about volume profile strategy? I honestly don't know much about volume profile strategy. I think just by looking at indicators, we cannot justify volume. Like, I've seen a lot of volume indicators, and all the volume indicators they tell us is the volume in the previous candles. And you can tell volume just by looking at candles here too, man. Like, I mean, if you look on the 30-minute chart, or even if you look on the 1-hour chart, you can see that the candles were bigger. Bigger candles mean bigger volume. That's about it, you know. So once this candle closes like a weak bullish candle, the volume indicator is going to tell you that there's less volume here. And when the next candle forms and closes, the volume indicator is going to tell you that, okay, that candle had less volume. So, like, you know, like volume, you can just look at volume just by looking at candles. It's pretty hard to read volume off of profiles. I think you can do that more in equities and futures, but not in trading, not in Forex here, currency markets. Hey, good morning. You always talk about risk management, the most important part in trading. I want to know how you manage the risk, arguing with the difference between closing part of the trade at X pips and having a stop loss at I don't understand that question, the second part. How do you manage the risk arguing with the, yeah, I don't understand that part over there. Like, are you talking about how you manage risk when you are in a drawdown, or how you manage risk when price is approaching your stop loss? Hey, if price closes above 136, would it be smart to take a buy above the current 15-minute high with stops below? Yeah, like, you know what? If we get a close above 136 in 10 minutes, then probably a break above here in the 15-minute would make sense for price to continue on to retest the high at 136, 230, or even 224. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is, ooh, buy stop activated. Once the high was broken here, closed 50% here, went PE. Beautiful. Um, 15-minute entries on impulse only in a strong trending market. Yes. Only when the market is trending strong. So this is the type of setup I want to see on the 30-minute, right over here. If this shows up on 30-minute, I'm 100% executing on that setup to continue moving bullish.
Oof, and a wick fill. Oh my god, beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's going to be crazy. But
let's say, my bad. Let's say we get something like this under.
Right here on the 5-minute.
Yeah, on the 5-minute, you wouldn't take it, right?
It's coming up right now, it seems like, before the NY Open.
Perfect.
What's this? GJ, price broke over resistance. When support is formed, take buys to 136,440. Yeah, I think that's going to be a beautiful move. Beautiful, beautiful move. I mean, if we respect 136 over here, we're heading off towards 136,200, and then 136,400, 450. This Friday guest Urban Forex. Yes, I'm trying to get in contact with Naveen to get him on as a guest. So we'll see how that plays out. What is the lowest time frame you watch for a break of structure to confirm price will go in a particular direction? That's going to be the 15-minute time frame. the 15-minute time frame, I'm probably going to look at the most lowest one. But sometimes, like, like looking at time frames for confirmations, it's very subjective, like sometimes you can get like a 15-minute wick fill, and then once you look on the 5-minute, you see that, okay, like, what, on the 5-minute, you were getting that structure formed over here. The price made a high, came down, very, very, very heavy uptrend, creating like a minor support on the 5-minute to continue up to fill this wick, so like it's all very subjective.
That's a 17 pip wick fill.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Gulag.
Oh. Don't get enticed in Chiche. Actually, let me remove the 5-minute chart because people are getting caught in the 5-minute time frames. Because you don't want to wait, man.
No, it's that there's a lag, so whenever they see it and it's up on your side, they're like, "Oh shit, bye,"
I'd love it if this 30-minute close above 136 with that humongous little beautiful wick driveway. Oh, just gonna.
What's wrong with you? Have you slept? Not at all.
We got 5 minutes left over here.
It'd be ironic if this whole entire 136 level starts to get rejected heavy, and then we correct the actual move going up from 134,500.
Imagine that.
And then we take a sell going down.
Yeah. If no trades are taken on your end, I want to be on the highlight today.
Yeah, I'll put you on the highlight today.
I need one for the books.
Yeah, I know. That was a pretty good call. Just entered a buy. You placed your stop losses. Identified your stop loss. Price went up. Closed. Beautiful. That was a beautiful move there.
No, and it's funny because like somebody had messaged me on. I guess he came from the stream. Oh, he 100% came from the stream, and he sent me a message like literally a few minutes before the actual trade, and he was like, "There's no way that thing's going long," and I was like, I just liked the comment. I thought it was funny.
Hey, Raja, did you get the bundle? No, I got the bundle owner. I got the bundle owner. I don't need the bundle.
You're gonna have a discount code at the end of the session, so stay up.
Bundle owner is here. What's better than a bundle? The bundle owner.
100%. I still can't get over that. Hey, Braja, can we get Daniel Savage as a special guest on Friday?
Hey, Daniel, can you be a special guest on Friday?
What about Monday?
All right. Still got 2 minutes left for this candle to close. 30-minute candles are going to close in 2 minutes. This will be interesting.
Oh, it's gonna be nice, man.
See, it's right in the middle. Oh my god.
That's an easy 20 pips, bro.
Yeah.
Nice 10 pip stop loss.
Yeah.
Under this nice little wick. Oh, not even. Oh.
Everything is moving up over here. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here. Oh wow, overwhelmingly buys on the Chinese indicator.
That's it, full margin buy.
But you know, like this is also pretty lagging. This right here, there's a lot of lag over here. See how it says that the dollar is also weak, which means gold should be moving up, and gold is actually at this resistance over here. You know, there was a signal service that gives signals based on this thing right over here. They actually post this, and then they say, this is the reason why we're giving out this signal.
Actually, Q-Banks actually used that in his training back then.
No. So, just going to focus on over here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know that. Daniel, you want to talk? I'm seeing he wants to talk about. Yeah.
There you go. Ooh. This is the crucial moment, like the 1 minute left.
You guys have no idea how important for the community that you are all friends and chilling and laughing, supporting each other. Yeah, man, that's all what it is. Like a community grows when everyone comes together at a common platform and provide value and information.
Oh, nice. Yes, baby.
Hey, Daniel, what type of chair is that, brother?
Just like a regular eBay chair, I'll be honest with you. It was only like $80.
Because you was all the way back just now. I need that.
Oh no, my legs are up too.
Not fair.
Hey, no homo. No homo.
Hey. Then we got it, boys.
I don't think so yet, man. I'll be honest.
I think we got it wick down a little bit, and then if we don't break that wick below the previous 15, we're good.
We are creating a range on the 15-minute right here. This is a range being created on the 15-minute. You'll have to be very, very, very careful.
Our hourly lows before hourly highs. Okay.
Because the 30-minute, it rejected that area and it closed at this level over here. Looking at the 15-minute, this 15-minute has to break above to continue moving bullish.
I think it just wicked down right now.
It needs to break above to go bullish.
Yes.
Are we buying? There is no we. There is you, there is me, and then there's everyone else. There's no we. Are we buying? That does not exist. What's the significance of a range forming and how does that apply to your setup? Okay, let's talk about a range over here. So if we're talking about gold at this point, let's go to the 1 hour chart on gold and let's take a look at gold over here, right? So this is your range right over here. And if we measure this range is 60 pips big, right? So if once gold breaks above 1865, you get a break and close above this area, then there's a very high probability price are going to continue up in this clean range. But if this range was, let's say hypothetically speaking, this range was 15 pips, then taking a trade in this 15 pip range would be much difficult, right? Because the range is pretty small. So when you're talking about ranges, you need bigger ranges for cleaner moves. Just how we look at GPJPY right now, If you're taking it a look at above the 15-minute high, let's measure that range here, right? So if we measure from 136.90 to 136, let's say 230, that's about like 15 pips, so that's not a big enough range. But if we look for sells below 135.800, you see that from all the way here, from down here, we have like almost a 30 to 35 pip range. So sells once price comes below 135.800 would be much better. But if we come back in this range, this is a much smaller range, right? 29 pips, no, like 20 pips, 18 pips, not enough range over here. So you're looking for bigger ranges, you're looking for cleaner ranges for cleaner moves to happen. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's going to be some level of waiting here. Stress-free trading. The only way you can be really stressed about trading is that if you start over trading and over risking. Other than that, there should be no stress.
Legs.
Clean sells below 135.800. Man, oh man, oh man. If this happens at close to NYC Open, I think this will be a very, very good correction coming down. Will you take a buy if this 15-minute candle breaks out of the previous one? Probably not. Probably not. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see when and how it breaks above the high over there.
I mean, the overall momentum is just very, very bullish, but then again, we get in the NY Open, so we might get a little pushback. But based on what I'm seeing, like at 8 a.m., we should have gotten at least like maybe 15 pips down by now. So I'm still bullish. And I got one position open.
What? Where?
At the break of that, remember when I said that that I got in at the break of the 15?
You're still in that?
Yeah, I had a 20 pip stop loss. Savage.
Because keep in mind, 15-minute created a little minor level of resistance, and 30-minute is also kind of creating one right now. So, I mean, I would pray to God that 30-minute isn't close bearish.
Right, but I'm taking in consideration the volume of it NY Open, so and we keep projecting 136.
I mean, we're trading under 136 right now currently, so...
Yeah.
New York is open now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just open.
So I'm confused. Which part of New York opens at 9:30 versus 8 o'clock? Because 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Yeah, the
8:30
exchange.
Okay, so got you.
Equity is open at 9:30. New York SE opens at 8.
Just just in case, guys, if anybody's having a bad day, at least you're not Donald Trump, who paid $750 in taxes in 2016. Keep that in mind.
Oh my God, you made my day a lot better. Thank you. Can I ban you? Can I? 700 and what?
$50.
That's it.
50. That's my car payment. That's it. That's the only thing he paid. In how many years? Like 30 something, right?
15.
15. Jesus, the audacity.
How did you manage to get your taxes that low? Like how?
His dad's companies. They do a lot of voluntary work for New York, and everything was like off the books and like basically exempted from the IRS.
Not at all, because he's currently fighting right now a tax return that he was supposed to get a refund of over $79 million, which he hasn't gotten it yet. So if he loses that case, he has to pay $100 million in taxes. Put it that way.
Jeez, no, but I'm like going back to like the 70s when his dad used to own these places in New York, and then he made them into like projects. So basically, the state of New York gave him like a huge tax exempt, and since then he hasn't paid a dime.
But I thought it was like when it comes to like charities, donations, and all that.
Right, but that's considered kind of like a charity. You're buying space to make it into it's called.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm saying, like, isn't there a cap on how much of that money you can use to allocate towards towards your?
Not in New York.
Oh, see, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, because New York is so populated that they don't care
Makes
about
sense.
that. It's a lot of corruption too. Back then there's a lot of the Irish mafia, Italian mafia. We're gonna break the low of the previous 15.
Be prepared to get stopped out, my friend Mac. BRB, guys.
Yep.
Might as well cut 50% now, brother.
No, already close to everything. Fuck. I left that. I'm so tired. I did 30 minutes of fasted cardio, and I haven't done fasted cardio in so long. Like it drains you. Like, it makes you feel so foggy.
Do you work out like after your day or like before you start your day?
I try to work out. Well, I'll try to do cardio before trading, so I could keep my mind on point. But if I can, for some reason, I wake up, I start trading, and then right afterwards, I'll go to the gym. So I stopped over trading. Because once you go to the gym and you start, you set up your mind like that, and you're tired. You definitely don't want to go back to the charts.
You live in New York, right? Eastern Standard.
Yeah. Look at my cat, guys. My cat just got out of the window. Hey, Lex, come here, bro. Don't jump out the window. Oh my God, Lex, come here. Come here.
I'm from Queens, bro. Southside Jamaica.
Oh, for real? So you just go to Cross Bay, go to Rockaway Beach, and we'll chill.
Oh, you right there, right across the bridge.
Yeah.
Parkway.
Yeah, but not Far Rockaway Beach. Give me 1 second, dude. My cat's about to jump out the window. Definitely gonna change my bias to sales right now. Just wanna get quick 10 pips and that's it. So basically what I did right now was I waited for the break of the 15-minute wick, like around here. I entered. So I'm expecting for this candle to close like at least like this. And retest again this area here. And if it consolidates, then I'm okay because that's already 10 pips. It's from here to here. Shut up, Dan.
All
Look
right.
at this. This little guy.
Oh, what's going on?
No. Don't read it. 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 Don't read the chat.
Too late. He's reading it.
Oh man. Well, we talked about it.
Yeah, price is ranging at this point. I mean, the only thing you can do is wait for a break below 135,800. According to the fresh zone on GJ, will you move your resistance to 136? It's at 136, you know, like this whole area. This is all resistance here. This is the control station over here.
I don't even know how Daniel got on the chat. He's like, but you see what I'm saying? Like right now, it's about to break the 30. So
yeah,
I think I should continue down for at least 10 pips.
Why below 135,800? Is there a specific reason? Yes, because that's where the support was formed, and I think if price breaks the support, we could correct the move going down. This candle is also about to close in like 15 minutes, so it's going to be pretty good. We're breaking below the 30-minute here, but I need a break below this area to take a sell.
Oh, nice.
Hashtag free Mac.
Free Joe, Joe Exotic. Come on, free. Come on, we need to break that, break that.
So you will wait for retest to enter or enter as soon as it breaks out. I'll see how it breaks below 135,800 and then I'm gonna make a decision to enter. But so far, I'm just waiting over here.
Nice. Come on.
Oh.
It's the market card.
It's coming to this area once again.
Keep stopping that area.
It's going to build a space rocket with candle going down, then it's going to blast off. Okay, that's a nice idea. I think for it to blast off, it needs to respect this area. But if it breaks it, then we have a correction coming in for the New York session, all the way down to at least 135,500.
Perfect.
Oh, you're gonna sell over here?
Yeah, I got in at 135,800, 860.
860. Oh, when it broke the low over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm not in anything, but I have a feeling it could just drop, or it could just close over here and give us a retest to continue down further.
I feel like that candle close is very important on the 15-minute and the 30-minute.
Yes. Guys, I'm running on a very big negative. What should I do? I think if you're running in a big negative, you need to really close everything and then start fresh. It's a very hard decision to make, but you need to close everything and start fresh. I remember this one time my account was at 40,000 and I was in AUD USD sells and price was going bullish and I was running in a 26,000 drawdown. And I had to eat it. I closed it, I accepted it, and as soon as I accepted it, I closed it in a loss. The next day, price came all the way down. And I saw that and I'm like, oh man. But like I learned but I learned like a very big important lesson. And the lesson was that never ever hold the trade further than you want to go in a loss.
Lee, what was the risk management on that trade?
No, Danny, listen to this, bro. When I met Rakeel, that was when he had just had Sinan, and I guess he was like so tired one day. He was on a gold sale, right? And he had forgot to put the stop loss. He went downstairs to make, I guess, like a peanut butter sandwich or something. He goes up, he was 15K in drawdown. You remember that day?
No.
Stop lying. You're such a liar.
I honestly don't remember. That must have happened, but I don't remember it at all.
Oh, what did I say, bro?
Oh, thank God I closed.
We didn't hear your 2 seconds later. Here's plop plop from MT4.
No, I closed. I got the history to show it.
Man, the candle close is very important, bro.
Wow, yes.
But look, it's still struggling. Like
it has to close below it.
Yeah.
You got 7 minutes left. You got 7 minutes left to make coffee, make a sandwich, roll a joint, go to the washroom. You got 7 minutes left to do these things.
Take a tequila shot.
Oh. Is this 15-minute trying to reverse over here?
Wow, this is GJ's playing with hearts today, bro.
If GJ, this 30-minute candle breaks its own high at 136.020, it's coming up. Yeah, it's gonna fly.
No, it's gonna fly. I'll be honest. 135.793. Reasons I didn't get in sales on that one was because if you draw your fib from 135.300 to 136.200, it did have a retracement in the Fibonacci 50.618 buy zone. Super clean, super clean.
That's the golden ratio, right?
Yes, sir. Up.
All right.
From entry up. Oh, 15 pips. Oh gosh.
All right, I'm going to be back in 5 minutes here. And the candle's going to close, and then yes.
And then I think I should have put a buy stop.
Buy stop at 136.050.
Yeah.
This could be a nice idea.
Like around there. Yeah.
Giving me some bad ideas over here, man.
No. I swear, that's like, what, 10 pips, right? To the Wickfield?
I wouldn't even be selling, to be honest.
But I sold, Daniel, okay? Are you going to scold me now?
Honestly. If there was a punishment, for what you do and what you did today, Mac.
You know what, Daniel? I asked you to meet up in New York, and you said, where at? I'm like, Queens. And you're like, completely ignore me. Then you bash the TV. What is that?
What's wrong with Queens?
I mean, I'm sorry. I just rather, meet up with a woman.
With a woman? How dare you? Look at this.
There.
Look at this. Look. That. I'm telling you, man. Oh my God, I should have kept them open.
Yeah, it's dropping.
Hashtag free Mac, bruh.
A hashtag Daniel killed her husband.
Yeah, I'm just letting everybody know I'm not getting into any trades now. Not worth it. I actually saw somebody in the YouTube comments saying, I'm completely fine not buying today. That was a nice comment. I like that. That was cool.
So cool. This is like a frappuccino cool. Mac lives matter. So people come up with the randomest shit.
Oh wow. This thing is actually coming down pretty hard.
Yeah, I think I didn't close, right?
You what? Hey Raja. Mac must be stopped.
Okay.
No, don't mute me.
Mac has been stopped.
I'm gonna get one of those little neon signs you were telling me about, Raja. Mac, don't overtrade.
Massive overtrader, man. I mean, that's one thing that's holding people back is overtrading, not taking it seriously. Yeah.
I mean, let's not be hard on him. He's only taken like 7 trades today.
All right. Are you looking for sales below 135.800? Yeah. Waiting for this candle to close below. And then we'll see what happens. Because if you get it closed below, then yeah, for sure. I'm looking for price to continue on bearish.
Are you still biased above 135, 136?
No, because if we start creating a support in this level on the 30-minute, then I'll be looking for buys to continue on bullish.
Wait, you got this zone 135, 800 because of the 15-minute minor support, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
We're on board. We're on board.
I'm bullish. My reason is that the current long wick rejection is actually coming up off of a 1-hour support to the left. Yeah, it's a very, very difficult situation at this point because, you know, price went above 136, came up towards 136.200, came down, started consolidating on a 15-minute time frame. Now it's closing at this level. So, yeah, I'm going to be very, very cautious over here.
Roger,
Okay.
is this that growth I was talking about? If you don't mind me asking. Sorry, brother.
What the support?
Is it that cross? Remember that 8 to 9:30 crossover I was talking about, where like, you know, it retraces to continue? Do you think that that's what's going on right now?
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, if a support is being created at this point, then we know that we have a resistance created right over here on the 30-minute time frame. You know, so then we're in a range over here. This is like a 20 pip range here. So it's really important for price to either break below 135.800 to go down, or to, you know, break above 136 to go up.
Copy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries, man. Because if we break below 135.800, there's this, first of all, we have this wick to fill, which is 13 pips, and then continue on to correct this move all the way down here.
I executed sells and I'm holding drawdown now. Somebody said in the comment. I understand. He must have had his audio off because you clearly said candle needs to close under. Gulag.
Roger, you literally explain everything. Like, I don't know how people have questions. Like,
I don't know. I think holding sells made no sense when this candle closed above support. I mean,
I'm just here because you bagged Max, so I'm happy now.
Oh
The Mackey's still holding themselves.
Max.
Gone.
Max not
Thank
here.
God. Yeah, thank God.
Mac is gonna buy soon.
How do we know when to wait for candle close and when to look for impulse entry? I think, okay, so far since the stream started, I didn't take any trade, right? Zero trades I took, zero trades. I'm actually waiting to see if we get a close below 135.800, and then I'm going to take a sell to fill this wick down. That's all I'm waiting for. That's it. We can based on the 5-minute. Let's take a look over. Oh wow, gold is actually filling that whole range here that we were talking about earlier. Let's take a look on the 5-minute. Yeah, I guess if you really want to get really anal with the technicals here, if you get a 5-minute close even here, I mean, that's going to be a little risky, but that could work out. So we'll see what happens once we get into this area and start closing below this. Your JPY is also creating that momentum to continue pushing bullish. Look at that 30-minute. Once we break here, it's off.
Hey Roger, I was thinking with regards to fundamentals. I think the news that the one of the American vaccine companies, I think they've shut down their trials at the moment, and I think their stocks have dropped or whatever as well. And I think that something like that is all looking negative for the whole economy, for everyone really. Although this thing's moving up, and I can't really see a solid reason for this thing to push up. So I was thinking long term still bearish, although the charts here will give us a bullish signal possibly, but long term I think it's still bearish.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday when I was looking at the monthly candles, like you're right, I was actually thinking about the same things. I was looking at the how we might be moving into another lockdown, plus with the Bank of England going for negative rates. But the thing with the negative rates is that we're not sure how that's going to be perceived. I mean, like, is that going to be perceived good for the pound because they're on the brink of doing a trade deal with the euro, or is that going to be considered bad because negative interests are basically they're not good. So that's something I'm personally not sure about, how that's going to affect price.
Wait, is it in a P week?
The what?
It's in a P week, right? Or no, I'm tripping.
The P week?
It's NFP week or no?
Oh, NFP week. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Friday. No.
Yeah, it's NFP week.
Oh, the second.
Mm-hmm. They're looking at bad numbers.
I need to sleep.
Yeah.
Also, Roger, the trials that are going on in Cambridge are going very, very well. So one of the top scientists was on Radio 4, and she was explaining what she'd done, and they're looking really, really good. For a possible vaccine. So that's long term. I think the moment that kicks off, that's us back to normal again.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that vaccine thing, man. To be honest, I haven't had the flu shot in 6 years. I've been in Canada for 10 years. I've always gotten the flu shot for the first 4 years, and then I was like, man, this is just garbage. I'm not going to get the flu shot anymore. And let's see what happens. And nothing happened. I still got the flu. Okay, so we're breaking over here on the 5-minute. You know what? I really want to be patient, and I really want to wait for this to close to take the next candle going down. But at the same time, there's this little voice telling me that no, this can just drop without giving you a retest. So am I willing to listen to the voice and take a sell, or am I willing to listen to Raja Banks and wait for the candle to close? But when I wait for the candle to close, there's a probability I may miss the move going down. But then at the same time too, I think I should be listening to Raja Banks over here. Yeah, it's only Monday. It's only Monday. Thank you so much, Austin, for telling us that. It's only Monday here today. It's only Monday, there's Tuesday, there's Wednesday. Because, like, here's the thing, man. Like, when we're looking at the charts, we get too involved into price action, the way it's moving. We lose track of if it's Monday or Friday or it's the end of the month or whatever the case may be. So even if you miss the move, it's totally fine. Because I'm going to wait for this candle to close. And then we'll go all the way down.
Also, I think that range, that the bearish range is really big as well.
Yeah.
So, the chances of missing it is a lot less. So we'll catch something out of it.
Oh, it's a huge range going down. Huge.
I think that waiting is not a bad option because we'll catch something.
Yeah, look at this. This 5-minute candle is almost 11, 13, 14 pips. If this closes bearish, I think there's a very risky but a very good opportunity for price to continue down to fill this wick and continue on towards, I'd say, 135, 500. Ooh, look at that. We're filling the wick here.
That little voice, Raja.
Ooh, look at that. All right, let's see here. Oh wow, yeah, this is we're gonna correct this whole move. There's no way we're going back up. We're correcting this whole move down. 5-minute close bearish. I mean, no sells over here, and this should continue moving bearish. Take the trade. You know you want to. Oh, I want to do a lot of things in life, but it doesn't mean I'm going to go out and do them. Sometimes some opportunities are best left on the table, and then come back for better opportunities.
Honestly, I fucking can't stand that.
I'm gonna say that today has been the best Monday in a long time. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yo, facts. This Monday was pretty nice. Pretty nice. I don't remember ever being. Actually, I don't even remember the last time I was up 4% on a Monday. This might be the first time in 2 months.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good day here. I had early buys, didn't hold them all the way up towards 136. But I think as this 4-hour candle comes to a close, if you look on the 4-hour candle, 4-hour candle is coming to a close. If you do come to a close, I think the next 4-hour candle can continue going bearish to do some sort of rejection at 135.300, and then I think Tuesday and or Wednesday we can continue on to Daniel's target at 136.400. GJ still going down? Question mark, question mark. Well, so far the 15-minute candle is about to close bearish, and as it's closing bearish, making lower highs and lower lows, there's a high probability for the next candles to continue moving bearish. If you short GJ right now, that's just retracement, and then it'll likely continue bullish, question mark. Yes. You know, so intersession, you're getting this retracement move, but overall, looking at the 4-hour and the daily, we are like, you know, rejecting back at 133,500, and we're coming up towards this very, very strong rejection area here as well. So this is an extremely, extremely strong rejection area, which is why we're getting this rejection over here down. And when you look left, we have clean candles here to the left. So if we're breaking below 135,800, then there's a high probability for price to continue moving bearish. I think 5-minute might be giving a retest to shoot down, and if back in the zone, the 5-minute candle closed below can be a fake out. Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, we're doing this retest now. We're doing this kind of like a retracement retest to continue moving bearish. I agree with that. There we go, 15-minute candle closed, bearish. We're closing below 135,800. 5-minute candles are retracing, which is really, really good, pretty awesome. Perfect, man. I think as we move on towards the next 4-hour candle, I think we will get that move coming down towards 135,500. Something I've been waiting for this whole morning. But if it doesn't happen in the next 20 minutes, I think I'm going to close the day with no trades in the New York session. Oh wow, 30-minute also broke the high over here on the previous 30-minute candle. We were correct about this. Took EJ buys on the break of the previous 30-minute, taken 80% off with stops at entry. Oh, very nice.
All right, boys, I'm calling it a day. I'm going to sleep.
All right, boys, I'm going to go to sleep.
I had a feeling you were going to laugh.
That's hilarious. My day is just starting. It's funny.
When I wake up, I'll say goodnight to you. Just kidding. All right, guys, trade safe.
All right, man.
And don't overtrade. And I'll be expecting the highlight later, Rakeel.
Yes. I'll get you on the highlight.
Woo! All right, guys. Peace out. YouTube chat. Leave a like on the stream. Peace out.
Peace out. All right, let's take a look at this over here. Are you going to enter in a sell right now? No. Hey, what are you looking for? I'm looking for some sort of like like a bearish candle forming here, probably on the 15-minute or the 5-minute to break the low right over here. So we can take a sell coming down towards 135, 500. I think that's going to be a pretty good idea here. So far, I have taken 0 trades for New York session. 0 trades. Is it mandatory the wick gonna be filled? Well, if you take a look at this wick over here, this wick is around 8 pips, right? It's not mandatory it will fill the wick. I mean, see, at this point it's going to be pretty difficult, right? Because the candles are not forming in our direction. So we want candles to flip in our direction, close in our direction, and then go over to the high time frame and see, okay, we're actually flipping bearish, and then we can start moving down. But if that doesn't happen, then it's going to get very hard for price to, continue down to fill this wick. Because this move down from 135.710 to like 135.628. This is like the 15-minute wick over here. All right, let's take a look at this chart. This is smashed my TP with 0 drawdown. Crazy. What brokerage are you changing to since Vantage is closing for Canadians? There are 2 brokerages. I have some money in Black Bull Markets. The link is in my description. And I have some money in Traders Domain. So there are like 2 here at the same time. What are your thoughts on trading Sundays when market opens? Is it something that you look for, or only if you see a nice setup followed with news? Only if I see a nice setup on Sunday. Because the thing about Sunday is like the start of the new week, the start of the new candle. So you're basically giving the daily candle some room to like form, to like give you some sort of a confirmation where the daily candle is going to go. Right, so I normally don't look for trades on Sunday, but if I really see something, like on GJ last night, I saw something, like I saw buys, so I decided to execute them with buy stops. So we see here, the 15-minute candle is now closing back in the range, and yeah, at this time there are no sells over here. Don't you get anxiety while watching a move happening and not taking it? I used to get anxiety, but now I don't get anxiety at all. I mean, you can see like guys were taking buys and sells and they were talking about trades, and I was just here chilling. I wasn't even looking for a trade at this time because I'm looking for very specific things. Because if I can see those specific things happen, I know that there's a very high probability I'm going to make money on that. So it's just waiting, man. Like once you get over FOMO, trading becomes so easy. It actually becomes fun when you get over FOMO, when you get no FOMO at all. Also at the same time, like if you're only focused on one pair, man, that's just really amazing. If you're only focused on just one pair. How to avoid closing winners early? How to avoid closing winners early? I think you need to close partial positions and let your position run. Get like a portion of it run. And we're seeing a little rejection from this 135.800 area over here. It's beautiful. Can you tell me about your opinions on Bollinger Bands? Yeah, they didn't work for me. Do you think everyone has to go through the process of getting over FOMO? Yes. Or some people just naturally don't get it? No, you have to get over FOMO. So right here, we are rejecting this area here. So just waiting at this point. Would you disregard the 800 as minor support? No, I wouldn't. As we have now the new minor support at 700. We don't have one at 700. Oh, at the 15-minute? Yeah, no, this still stands. This, I'm just looking to see if we break below this area, then we're coming all the way down. you know, because then after we break below this low, we're going to come down to fill this wick, and then eventually we're going to continue falling bearish. So I think it's a pretty good area right over here. 135, you know, 700 at this point. Can you see GU, please? No, if I see GU, I might miss my entry. So the best thing for you to do is to send a chart. If you send a chart, we can take a look at your chart. Oh, wow, look at this. We're about to break these lows at this point. And if we break these lows, there's a very high probability price can continue moving bearish. And then we break this low over here, and then we continue on towards 135.500. If price closed below 135.786, okay, will you be enter when the next 15-minute broke the previous low? No, I think I'm going to be more confident in entering once we break below 135.630 right here. Would GU be better than GJ in NY session? I think GU will only be better if the pound is strong and the US dollar is pretty weak, because you know, for you to trade confidently GU, for you to see that if GU is going to move with a very nice trend or not, you would actually want to see one currency to be really strong or one currency to be really weak. And we're breaking the lows at this point here. So we're continuing bearish. It's snapped between the low. This is the 5-minute chart also, okay? If a 5-minute chart are really risky, they have weak confirmations, you know, so it's dangerous. So that's why we're focused on the 15-minute. So we're switching between 15-minute and 30-minute, you know, because if we break below here, then we have a clean room coming down all the way down here. Look at that 5-minute close. 5-minute close with a big rejection. Even though now GJ has a lot of volume over here, I'm picturing this candle not breaking above 135.800 and then continue moving down. So let's see what happens. Are you going to stop YouTube streaming one day? Well, you know, one day everything comes to a stop, right? Your life comes to a stop. Your car comes to a stop. Live streams come to a stop.
Just so you know, if you stop the streamings, then Mac is gonna take over, okay? So it's gonna be a big problem for you.
Alright. Big problem for me in my grave, man.
Yeah.
People would want to get buried right next to me. Yo, Raja.
Raja, wake up, man.
Raja died in a drawdown, man. Oh, someone made a very excellent comment over here. Been trading USD CAD for a couple days. It's good because it respects the zones. The only reason you're saying that is because you have committed to USD CAD. That's the only reason you're saying that it respects the zones. Because you're committed to USD CAD, you're focused on USD CAD, so you know exactly what it's doing. Same thing I can say about GJ here too, you know, because like my girl here, GJ, it respects a lot of zones. Sometimes it can move really quick, sometimes it can be bipolar, but most times it rejects zones. Once it rejects zones, it has a lot of volume to pay you, you know, only because I've been focusing on GJ for the last, you know, like 2.5 years here. So same thing goes with gold. You know, if someone's trading gold, they can say, "Oh, look, man! Like we had a range here at like a resistance area at 1871. Gold rejected that area. It respects zones." Can you look at Oanda versus FXCM feed on GJ? I'm noticing a very weird difference on the daily. Lucas, if you spend your time looking at differences between two liquidity feeds, you will confuse yourself and you will miss out on trades. You know, I've never looked at two different liquidity feeds and tried to figure out why they're different. It just doesn't work like that. You know, you have to stick to one liquidity feed and just have to focus on that. Because I can tell you this right now. This liquidity feed over here, this is different than the one on my MetaTrader. So I'm not comparing the two. I'm just looking at this. I'm looking at the price where I can execute. I execute the trade, and that's it. I don't get involved in this overthinking of, oh, like this is different, that is different. Like to me, that serves basically no purpose. So obviously the feeds are different. That's true, because different liquidity providers have different open and close prices. That's why they're different. Okay, let's take a look at this Euro USD chart over here. This is, look for close under double top and ride till 50% fib zone. I think you have a support area right over here. And another one right over here. The problem I have with Magic Keys is this. Yeah, just go read the troubleshooting guide. It comes with the troubleshooting guide. Like, back in the day when you used to, back in my day, when you used to download softwares or programs, it came with a README file. So if you didn't read the README file, you weren't able to, work around the software. So that's how I remember now. Like every application that comes in, it comes with a README file, like a manual. All right, let's see here. Sells below this area, 32 pip range. I think your range is pretty good. I think you can probably make these zones a little thinner, make them a little bit more streamlined. But this 15-minute candle is closing bullish, which is actually pretty good, because as it's closing bullish, it's creating this minor support. So a really nice sell with confirmation is going to be below this minor support. And this is obviously our resistance here. What's the time here? 9 a.m. All right, everybody, I'm going to head off over here. Good luck, whoever's trying to overtrade now. Good luck to you. But it's a Monday. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on the charts for the opportunity to sell below 135.700 to continue down. But other than that, I'm basically not going to look for anything else. So take care, Gulag. Take care, Zoom chat.
Take care, Akil.
Yeah.
Hey, Raja. Take care, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo, guys.
Thank you. Peace out.
Thank you, Akil.
Peace out.
Take care, man.
Shukriya.